Hello everyone, this is my book titled The Big Little Wolf, of course written by me. It's recommended for children from 6 to 10 years old. When I wrote it, I was thinking about my own students in a public primary school. This is our new version of the original tale, The Three Little Pigs. And now the focus, like you see, is on the wolf. Okay, basically, this is a different wolf than the original tale. This is a good wolf. He wants to be friends with the pigs. He likes to cook apple pies. He loves flowers. But the pigs misunderstand him and think that he's a bad wolf and he's going to eat them and destroy pigs' houses. Throughout the story, children will understand the importance of saying sorry, to understand misunderstandings, and of course looking beyond stereotypes and don't judge others by how they look or what they hear about them. This is the moral at the end of the story. Okay, let's talk about how the book is written. It has images making with AI, and it's written simply. Okay, let me take this. In simple past, it's just with a simple vocabulary. It has, for example, here are the colors of the flowers. There are some words in bold related to the senses or to new words, because with my students we were working with the senses, so I decided to put these words in bold. Okay, little pigs, and also I put emotions in bold, like happily. That is not an emotion but you understand, you get it. Scared. Okay, the funny thing in this book is that the wolf sighs and the houses fall down like this, like here. Oh no! And it was an accident. It was not his intention. And he says sorry. And he sighs again. Poor wolf. Okay, for example, in this page especially, I'm going to talk about emotions. Look that the emotion is in bold. Follow-up activities. Children will work with emotions of characters, and they will say how characters felt. For example, the wolf here, he was sad, and they are going to take a little flashcard with inside out emotions, because I'm thinking about my students, but you can work with any class. They'll have a little flashcard with inside out emotions, and they're going to say, how does the wolf feel here? Oh, he feels sad. And they're going to answer the question. For example, here he's happy. Or the pigs, for example, here they were surprised. We were working emotions, okay? We were focused on emotions, and then they are going to make a role play. Some of them are going to be the wolf, and others the pigs, and they are going to say how they feel, and they are going to answer some question if they have ever felt like the wolf, or if they have ever experienced a similar situation.
Let's move on to the diseño curricular of the province of Buenos Aires. First, I'm going to talk about the English part. Okay. Contexto literario, we have cuentos y fábulas, that there are short stories and fairy tales. For example, here when I propose to make a role play, acá que dice leen y representan una historia, un cuento o una obra de teatro. So the kids are going to role the story that they read. Or the story they were told, okay? For example, here in our story, we got feelings, sentimientos, happy, sad, surprised, etc. The animals, for example, the wolf, or the little pigs, family and friends. In the part of lengua y literatura, y práctica del lenguaje en el ámbito de la literatura, for segundo ciclo, tiene diferentes propósitos: proponer variantes, situaciones de lectura, escritura intercambio oral y fomentar la reflexión sobre los contextos de producción, organizar el tiempo didáctico, acerca de la variedad de textos de distintos géneros, épocas, autores, y colaborar a otras distintas propuestas, proponer situaciones de lectura, escritura, intercambio, different things, okay? For example, here, to read and listen to different fictional or fairy tales. We have, for example, escritura de un nuevo relato semejante a, tomando como base los textos ya leídos. Reescritura de un texto, fuente con transformaciones, the thing that we actually did. Children also can make their own version of the fairy tale. Revision of textos, the voices of the characters. Okay, in 5th grade, for example, just to read and share reading. Listening to a storytelling, for example, to analysis, to write.
I hope you can use it in your classrooms, in your classes. So, bye.